Alrighty, welcome back everyone. We just had a major data download take place as we get ready for the Golden Week celebration. Of course, you can see some of the benefits from that with the new characters being revealed and their kits and everything. I've already gone ahead and made a separate vid on their kit design, talking about them in great detail, so I recommend you guys watch that, of course. But today, I want to go ahead and focus on the rest of the data download, talking about what it has to offer, especially in terms of new content to look forward to and new idle animations that we can see in-game. So I want to go ahead and focus on that specifically in this vid today. Hopefully you guys will enjoy the vid. If you do, drop a like, subscribe to the channel, show your support, comment down below your thoughts. Let us all know, when it comes to content specifically, what are you most looking forward to for the Golden Week celebration based on what we know so far. With that being said, let's go ahead and get started. So the first thing I want to talk about is the data download. Shout out to Proton 10 MG, again, one of the GOATs when it comes to this sort of stuff. But as far as the data download is concerned, so it's already been well and done. Obviously, the information has been shown on Dokkan info now. But for the data download, we got a promotional movie for the new Golden Week celebration. We got the information on all 4 of our new characters, the 2 Dokkan Fest right here, of course, and the side banner characters. We also got a bunch of new stages, which are shown right here, of course. And actually, I have the information shown right here as well. So we are getting 2 new Dokkan event stages, so that's going to be shown right here. So one of them is going to be the split-second assassin stage. That's the second one right there. The other is the Beyond God stage. These 2 are the Dokkan event stages. We're also getting a new stage for Infinite Dragon Ball History, a new stage for Daima, a new type of content with Seriously Serious, which is a very funny way of having it, but we're getting new content, a Super Easy 8 battle, or for HL Super Saiyan Blue Goku, Kaioken Goku, also a new battlefield. So a bunch of cool stuff there. Also some new missions as well, so I want to go ahead and touch on that. But with the new content, so this is all in terms of the Golden Week celebration. Of course, the new challenge event right here. We have the new Ultimate Clash, so we can look forward to that, of course. Dragon Ball History, Daima again, and also right here, more missions have been added to the Goku story and Vegeta story Red Zone stages. So, these are the things that we can look forward to seeing. Obviously, there may be more stuff down the line as we go through the Golden Week celebration, but so far, this is what we know is going to happen. So, obviously, a fair amount of content, I think, in the grand scheme of things, which is much needed, because Dokkan's been kind of in a weird period going into the Golden Week celebration. Now we need some good stuff happening. So I do love this. I will say, and I actually said that on my Twitter account, which you guys can follow that, of course. I said, since we're getting Infinite Dragon Ball History, that's all well and good. Where is Boss Rush? Where is Super Battle Road and Extreme Super Battle Road? Are those just done now? Because those were really fun. I really enjoy those types of content and, challenges, but they're gone now. So it is kind of sad. I wish they will return to that and bring it back or something. Maybe change it up, revamp it, but those were really fun content to do, and they haven't really come back to that. So I hope they will consider that maybe sometime down the celebration, but so far, this is what we got so far. So first thing, let me go ahead and talk about the Infinite Dragon Ball History. So of course, stage 36, that is going to be against Rapid Growth. So we do actually have the kit designs and everything. We don't have the stats, but we do know the rest of the kit. So starts off with the Kali Flood, then goes to Kale, then the tag of them, then Kaba, then is Super Saiyan 2 Kali Flood, then Kale, and then finally with hits. So what is that, like 7 phases right there? Yeah. So, going through them, Kali Flood is going to be pretty basic, Kale is going to be basic, nothing really crazy here. We keep on going, Kaba's going to be basic, Kali Flood right here is going to be basic, has a chance to dodge, 5% chance, so do pay attention to that, of course, not the hardest thing, but still there. Super Saiyan 2 Kale is going to be probably basic. Hit, so hit right here, I didn't know this, I'm actually looking at this for the first time myself. He locks character switching, which is going to be annoying. He disables evasion and attacks are guaranteed to hit, and he will boost his attack by 5% with each turn passing up to 30%. Now, in theory, hit should not do enough damage to really make it matter, but I'm seeing right now, based off the phases and everything, like, a character who's going to eat really good off this specifically, or a character of great value, is probably going to be Tekiwai Goku, because Tekiwai Goku will reinstate dodge and everything, so that'll be pretty good. But yeah, I don't know if this is going to do a lot of damage to really worry anything about, but still, you got to be careful of what these bosses can do. They may have some gimmicks like this character locking in and stuff. You want to be careful of that sort of stuff. So obviously, pretty straightforward kind of a design, I would say. Let's go ahead and check these missions out so we're all on the same page, and I have to scroll way down here. So for the final, not the final, but for the newest stage, right, stage 36. So obviously you have the missions where you have to beat the phases and everything. That's pretty straightforward, clear the stage and everything. So one mission is to beat it with 3 all-out struggle category characters. The other is with 3 accelerated battle characters, beat it within 14 turns, all that sort of stuff. So pretty easy conditions, all things considered. Let me go ahead and go into the categories to kind of check this out. But so, let me just remember. So All Out Struggle was one of them, which I forget where it is. I think it's down here somewhere, if I can find All Out Struggle. And then Accelerated Battle. So that was the 2 right here. So Accelerated Battle, of course, the new hit is going to be part of that, so if you have hit, that's going to be easy. Super Saiyan 2, Super Saiyan 3 Goku's awesome, Glorio, like the 10th anniversary characters are part of it, so this should be a cakewalk. And then All Out Struggle, that's a bit more niche, but you still have characters like Kaioken Goku, Evo Ken, Super Saiyan 2 Gohan, Go Frieza, Super Saiyan 3, Super Saiyan 4 GT Goku, Super Saiyan Blue Evolved Vegeta, the Super Saiyan Trio, so yeah, this should be fine. I mean, this should not really be a problem at all. I think, especially considering it's Infinite Dragon Ball history, which is a pretty easy form of content, this should be pretty easy. So yeah, I think it'll be fine. Okay, let's go ahead and keep talking about the other content. So Ultimate Red Zone stages. So we got some new missions for this event. So obviously we have the stuff for the support memory. These 2 missions are new. Obviously you can see the start date will be at the end of April. So basically, both of these missions right here for the Vegeta story want you to beat the final stage, which I believe it's against like Super Saiyan Goku, right? So yeah, so Super Saiyan God Goku. So you will have to beat that stage with 5 full power characters and 5 tournament participants characters. So I thought they actually had this mission for this, but I guess I was wrong. But yeah, but anyways, this is pretty straightforward. Tournament participants has a lot of good characters to pick and choose from, especially like with the whole month of April and everything, so that's pretty easy. Full power, lots of characters there, obviously led by Super Saiyan 2 Gohan, so you can take Gohan there. He can do some stuff there, of course, in slot 2, slot 3. Goku, to kind of remind everyone how he works, he does disable dodge, he does boost his attack for every super he's doing in every turn, so he can do some work. But other than that, I mean, just make sure not to bring dodge characters, and especially, make sure to be careful who you put in slot 1, but Goku can be managed otherwise with some good comps. So, full power in tournament participants and everything, I think people should be fine in the grand scheme of things. Now, the Goku story, so where you fight Super Saiyan Blue Evolved Vegeta. So, other 2 missions right here, so complete it once with at least 4 Universe 6 category characters, and at least once with 5 tournament participants. So tournament participants is same on both sides. Universe 6, a bit more niche. Actually, let me go ahead and, for the sake of everyone's kind of like understanding, let's go ahead and look at Universe 6, right? So Universe 6, we know hit is going to be good. Caulifla, Tech Caulifla can work because you can dodge Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta, so you can dodge, and that will work pretty well there, actually. So Tech Caulifla is going to be probably a go-to, in my opinion, for a lot of people. We're expecting, I think, an EZA, like the ideal EZA is probably going to be like Tech Kale and Caulifla. Maybe we'll get an LR Keflar, who knows, but there are only a few good options, I would say, for the category so far that I like trust. Like hit right here, maybe the physical hit, maybe, Tech Caulifla, and then maybe Kefla. I guess that's really the only like comp I really kind of trust. There are some other characters, but I don't know if I like any of the other options. But we'll see. So that's all the stuff right there. As far as how Vegeta works, to explain that, so we're all on the same page again, I'm pretty sure a lot of people know. He can debuff attack, but basically he's just going to be doing orb changing. He'll reduce damage below a certain amount to 0, so that's pretty straightforward. And also he'll be boosting his attack for every attack he's receiving. So he'll get stronger over time, but he is susceptible to defense down. Goku is susceptible to attack down, so a bit of a balancing act there, if you will, for the 2. But yeah, other than that, the red zone stages, not too much content, but hey, we got something. Maybe we'll get more stuff down the line, but pretty good stuff there. Now, the seriously serious kind of, mode. So we have one stage confirmed against Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan Goku. We see right here, attack minus 1% for each attack that he's receiving, as well as defense minus 1 for each attack he's receiving, and he may dodge with 10% chance to dodge. But also, notice he has attack down as an option. He's not immune to attack down. So this tells me there may be a chance that Goku is a hard-hitting, nuking type of opponent. That he just does so much damage. So we'll have to see, of course, we'll have to see how he works. But, I mean, it'll be interesting to see how hard this fight is. I hope it is actually kind of challenging, but we'll have to see, of course. But, for the missions, beat it, of course, beat it with 6 characters from tournament participants, and also beat it with 6 characters from Universe 6. So this does mean Universe 6 should get a lot more in terms of buffs, but other than that, I mean, we'll have to kind of wait and see exactly what's going to happen and how it's going to work. But yeah, I mean, in terms of content, pretty straightforward. Obviously, like, we've gotten a good kind of split of things, but at the same time, maybe not the most in terms of content, but, all things considered, I think it's pretty fine to start things off. We'll get probably more stuff for like part 2 of the celebration and everything, so we'll kind of keep it going. But we got that, of course. We also got, as we mentioned right here, new idol animations. We also got some new tickets on the way, so we'll have to kind of wait and see how that works. Apparently there's going to be new tickets for players and stuff, I think specifically on the global side of things, which is kind of making me jealous as a JP player. But, we got the tickets and everything, but also the new battle motions. So to keep you guys in the loop, we got battle motions for Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken Goku, battle motions for Hit, and battle motions for Beast Gohan, which is very awesome right there. So let's go ahead and check out the Kaioken Goku one. So obviously, he has his base form, which is right here, of course, into the Kaioken. I love the way the aura is around this character. The flowing of his gi, that is really badass. I do love it when a battle motion is sticking. Kaioken times 10 changes the rest of the arena. That's awesome. He looks a bit different too. Obviously, like right here, he's still got his like basic kind of design and everything. Once he goes into Kaioken, then he goes, you know, into that different kind of tint. So I really do like that. I think that's a nice touch. That means this should take place for the AGL Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken Goku as well, maybe the STR one as well. So yeah, I think it's really clean. Let's go and check out Beast Gohan. So I've already seen Beast Gohan, I'm not gonna lie, but Beast Gohan right there, the quality just went abysmal. Truth, come on, man. It's not Truth's fault. I don't know why. The video quality, you see it, it's at 1080p. It's just not doing it. Okay, whatever. There we go. So Beast battle motion basically consists of him showing up, it looks like, and just staring the opponent down. Yeah, it's nice. I think it's a bit of a slower head tilt than the Super Saiyan 2 Gohan, and the aura looks clean. Don't get me wrong, the lightning effect, that is so sick. But this is kind of what I expected, which is kind of mid overall. The aura is clean, it's just the Beast animation is whatever. And to be fair, you really can't make Beast do the whole transformation in an idle animation. Like, it doesn't make sense. Like, you can't make him do the full thing. So, like, they had to pick and choose. But I think it's fine for what it is. I just knew that Beast was not going to be that fire. I just knew it. But at the same time, like, it is what it is. Like, let me go back to Beast. If you talk about, like, someone like Gogeta Blue, the thing about him is, like, you know, from the Dragon Ball Super Broly movie, he still has an iconic pose that is unique from him just standing there. Beast was badass because he was just standing there just handling business. So, you know, those are the things that kind of make it, I guess, a bit difficult for Beast to handle, like, battle motions really well, but we'll see how things change. Anyways, last one is Hit. So we already saw the other three. Hit right here just basically just shows up and pulls his hands out of his pockets. So pretty lame. I think this is actually the worst of the four because it's just like that and that's it. At least Beast has the aura, and then Kaioken Goku has the aura, plus the animations and the flowing and everything is so much better. And also, I didn't even catch that, but both Gokus having different kind of final poses right there. That's really kind of nice right there. So yeah, battle motions, all things considered, pretty straightforward. But yeah, I mean, you know, it's actually crazy how much easier it is to break down the data download when you don't talk about the new characters. That's really all that we have to talk about when it comes to data download. I mean, I thought there was going to be more that we have to discuss, but, you know, the new Battlefield is going to be coming soon. Matter of fact, let me go ahead and see if I can find information on that new Battlefield, because actually it's not going to show, I guess, here. Maybe if I can, like, find it somewhere else. Ultimate Clash, there we go. So I don't think it's going to show here. Yeah, it's not going to show there, but whatever. Anyways, we got the new Ultimate Clash. We can look forward to that, so that's going to be pretty fun in and of itself. Obviously, we've got the other content. These things will be coming in probably like a week or so at the latest, you know, very soon from now. But yeah, I mean, this is going to be a fun time for sure with the, you know, the Golden Week celebration, with the new characters, with the new challenges and everything, the new animations. I am excited. I hope you guys are excited for it as well. Let me know in the comments down below, what do you think about all the new content? Are you guys excited for any specific content, especially, for example, like, you know, seriously serious? I think they really just decided to embrace the meme, but you know, let me know what you guys are excited for in the comments down below. If you guys enjoyed the vid, be sure to drop a like down below, subscribe to the channel, show your support. Thank you all so much for watching. Take care, stay blessed, and I will see you all in the next one.